Just because there's a crowd, it doesn't mean you have to follow. When you recognize your worth, you begin to lose interest in anyone who fails to see it. At times, the reason you don't receive what you want is because you truly deserve something better. Learn to walk away from people, not with anger or frustration, but with quiet acceptance. Sometimes your heart simply needs more time to let go of what your mind has already come to understand. Life becomes more peaceful when you realize your worth is not up for debate or dependent on the opinions of others. The past can't be changed, rewritten, or erased. It can only be accepted for what it is. Be a kind person, but never feel obligated to prove it to anyone. There are moments we hold on to pain, not because we enjoy it, but because it's our last connection to what we lost. A conversation about your feelings should never end in a battle of egos. Many people from your past remember a version of you that no longer exists, and that's okay. Nothing keeps you stuck like the burden of everything you've been avoiding. Don't let yesterday's sorrow or tomorrow's worry rob you of today's peace. The fact that you are still gentle after all you've been through is a sign of how powerful you truly are. Never let the world harden your heart. There are times when holding on does more damage than simply letting go. Release the idea that things should have happened differently. It only stands in the way of the present. What you want already exists. It's just waiting for you to become aligned with it. The kindness you offer the world always finds its way back to you. Never hide your feelings or your desires. This is your one life to express them. You don't need someone who keeps leaving and coming back. You need someone who chooses to stay. People who can't see the harm in their actions often live among those who excuse the same behaviors. Nothing ever really disappears until it teaches you the lesson it came with. Sometimes, life doesn't teach us through answers. It teaches us through what we need to understand. You may feel like disappearing, but deep down, all you really want is for someone to notice you, to find you. And then, someday, you'll smile and whisper, "This is more than I ever prayed for." It's strange how, day after day, nothing seems to change. Yet when you look back, everything has. The ones who truly care are the only ones who hear you when you're silent. For the sake of your own peace, stop trying to understand everything. Just live, breathe, and let life happen as it will. Somewhere, someone still remembers you because you showed them kindness when the world did not. Real strength is built in quiet moments, in the times you choose to rise, even though everyone expects you to fall apart. You have two choices: solve the problem or walk away from it, but never carry what's meant to be let go. Don't give so much of yourself to people who wouldn't offer you the same in return. Why? Turning the page is hard when you know someone won't be in the next chapter, but the story has to go on. Enjoy the moment while it lasts, before it becomes memory. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can refuse to let those things break you. Number 3, be kind to others. They're figuring life out for the first time. And don't forget, so are you. People treat you based on how they feel about themselves, not because of who you are. So don't take it personally. If you keep carrying the same heavy bricks, you'll keep building the same painful home. Don't sell your soul just to feel comfort for a night. It's not worth it. You belong with those who've seen your worst and still choose to stay. Sometimes, the most difficult place to be is inside your own thoughts. Spend your time with those who remind you of your worth, not those who make you forget it. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be someone who's sincerely trying to grow. It's okay to miss people. It's okay to heal slow. It's okay to be human. You can miss someone and still not want them back in your life. Live each day like it's your second chance, like you've been here before and now you know better. Don't repeat the same mistakes. Healing isn't about becoming the person you were before it all happened. The parable, it's about letting go of what hurt you and building someone even stronger from those pieces. When the road gets rough, you don't ditch the car. You tighten your seatbelt and push forward. Respect your own boundaries enough to walk away from arguments with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You're not early. You're not late. You're exactly where you're meant to be right now. Just because someone handles a storm with grace doesn't mean it's not heavy on their shoulders. If you look at the dead bar, the kindness, appearances can be deceiving. Many people are struggling more than they show. Be so focused on growing your own life that you don't waste time comparing it to anyone else's. Sometimes peace comes not from answers, but from walking away without needing them. If something won't matter in 5 years, don't give it more than 5 minutes of your frustration. The past is a teacher, not a prison. Regret won't rewrite it, and worrying about the future won't shape it either. What matters most is the present.
because that's where change begins. You still have time to become who you want to be. You can't change people, and trying to is disrespectful to both of you. Don't expect others to give you more respect than you give yourself. Never trust blindly. Trust should be earned, not handed out freely. And remember, you're never too old to remove toxic people from your life. Life gives you many chances to mess up, but that just means there are just as many chances to get it right. Don't overextend yourself to everyone, or you'll lose your value in their eyes. Just because the boat rocks doesn't mean it's time to jump ship. Stop chasing constant happiness. It's not realistic, and that's perfectly okay. You don't like everyone, so don't expect everyone to like you. Don't waste your life worrying about everyone liking you. Sometimes you can make all the right choices and still have to watch everything fall apart around you. But even when things crumble, you gather what's left and keep moving forward. Nothing life offers is worth the cost of constant worry. You stop feeling the need to explain yourself when you understand that people can only see things from the level of their own awareness. Don't cling to your past mistakes just because you spent a lot of time making them. No matter how kind or genuine you are, someone out there will always paint you as the villain in their story. Life needs problems for it to mean anything. If you got everything you wanted instantly, living would lose its depth. Never take criticism from someone whose advice you wouldn't trust. Eventually, you'll realize no one has control over your life unless you give them permission. Speak less than you think you should, and do more than you believe is enough. Train your mind to focus on the good in every situation, and seek the best in every event. Stop expecting others to validate your opinions or always agree with you. Avoid doing anything that would later make you lie to cover it up. Doing what's right for you will anger some people. Do it anyway. Any thought you have about the future is just a projection, a fantasy you've created. And if it takes more than one hand to count your best friends, maybe you haven't been one yourself. There are many things in life worth caring about, but not everything needs your correction. If you can let something slide, let it. Life doesn't follow your blueprint. You've got to adapt. Nothing happens to anyone that they aren't already strong enough to handle. It's never too late to completely redirect your life. Sometimes, one single day holds more power than you think. Life has a way of repeating lessons, until they are fully understood. End quote. A shift in perspective gives you a new angle, and that small change can reveal everything. Sometimes clarity comes from hindsight, perspectives we should have seen a long time ago. Why should we let go of yesterday? Because yesterday has already moved on without us. People often confuse being stressed with being responsible. In truth, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone in this life, only to yourself. The real issue is rarely a lack of time, it's a lack of priority. Live every moment to its fullest. The sacrifices and compromises you make now will eventually be rewarded. People don't grow tired of love. They grow tired of waiting, of hearing lies, of guessing, apologizing, and getting hurt. Never hold on to people who don't love and respect you as much as you do them. The need to be better than someone else is the very thing that holds you back. What matters is not how many times you fall, but what you do once you stand back up. A man must be mature enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to learn from them, and strong enough to fix them. Be who you needed back when you were younger. Make small improvements daily, because the experiences you've had can always be tapped into later. What others think of you does not have to shape your reality. Not everyone who smiles and speaks kindly is your friend. Life is built on opportunities, especially the ones that slip by. When you change your perspective, what you're looking at transforms too. And fill your mind with positive thoughts, and you'll find strength in every circumstance. You can't truly understand another person unless you can live inside their thoughts. Their real nature often lies beyond what's shown. Our abilities don't define us, our choices do. And you are always teaching others how to treat you, whether you realize it or not. Don't assume malice when something can easily be explained by ignorance or foolishness. You must know when it's time to turn the page. If someone tries to bring you down, it's only because you're above them. Don't deny yourself new experiences just because they're unfamiliar. Just because something feels uncomfortable doesn't mean it's wrong. It may turn out to be one of the most important and beautiful chapters of your life. If you always blame others for your problems, don't expect your life to improve. People don't forget anything. True forgiveness is rare, and most things are only considered impossible until they're not. Instead of trying to prepare the world for your children, prepare your children to face the world. Don't be afraid just because you don't have all the answers right now. Is a You'll learn through experiences, and in time, you'll discover your own path to happiness. Getting away with a bad decision doesn't make it a wise one. Be careful with your words. Even if someone forgives you, they might never forget how deeply those words hurt. Pay. Don't leave behind a legacy filled with regret for things you should have never said. Take ownership of your life. It's up to you, not anyone else, to take yourself where you want to go. Focus on making progress instead of making excuses. Seek genuine respect, not shallow attention. What you view as an obstacle could be an opportunity in disguise. Your interpretation makes the difference. If you're going to apologize, don't follow it with "but." Either you mean it or you don't. Life gives you time. You just have to choose what to do with it.
Life moves quickly. If you never pause to appreciate it, you might miss it entirely. Anger is like acid. It causes more damage to the container that holds it than to whatever it's thrown at. You can only lose what you refuse to let go of. Oh, 10. Trying to please everyone is a losing game, so don't shape your life around gaining their approval. Sometimes, making a decision and sticking to it matters more than picking the perfect one. Don't worry so much about controlling your emotions. Focus on controlling how you act. Let your conscience guide you. Do what's right, even if it's difficult. There's no dollar value for self-respect. It's priceless. We tend to live longer when we're too busy enjoying life to count the years.